Now, why wouldn't you buy a book from a person who does that? I mean, I'm funny, and I meditate books, I live and breathe books, I should know what a good book is. And plus, it took my best friend and I a really long time to take that picture, so please buy my book. Please!
Y'all ready for this?
First things first, please buy this book. Please! You already used that joke. Be original. Shut up, Cheryl! Oh look, it's a reference to another one of my videos. Hey! Hey you! Yeah, you with the drum. How'd you get in my house? For real though, the first thing why you should get this book is brevity. Also known as the thing I can't do. Because usually I mean to be brief, but then I get into these like long explanations. Anyway, enough about that. Ernest Hemingway somehow has the ability to say so much in so little and with such a powerful message. And you need that in today's world because life is hectic and we have finals and homework and tests and also text messages from your friends that you still haven't answered and it's been a month. I'm sorry, I'll do better. I'll try to answer your messages. I'll answer that later. But see, they're short stories. Some of them are only 3 pages long. You can read them at night before you go to bed, on the breaks at school because it's better than staring at your phone, on the way to school, or during those 10 minutes that you just lie there in bed after you get up, trying to convince yourself that maybe it's not so bad if you fail school and live on the streets because the bed is just too comfortable to get out of. Stay in school, kids. Let's talk about the stories themselves for a bit. A lot of these stories have powerful messages in them and a lot of symbolism, and you don't have to agree with all the messages. I mean, a lot of them are bold statements carefully woven into a story with a lot of symbolism and allegory. It's just amazing. Take the story The Capital of the World, for instance. It depicts society after the First World War, which Hemingway was a part of. And it shows Paco, who is the main character and has a big and hopeful view of the world. But it also shows other characters, which are basically failures. And I will not say how and why, but during the story we learn that it is a blessing to be released from those illusions rather than letting the big bad world crush us down. What? What? This is not scripted, no! Basing stories on personal experience is the trait of a good writer. It brings life to a story and it brings out the rawness and reality that particular writer saw. From Hemingway's biography, we know that he was quite the Casanova, Lothario, seducer, flirt, Romeo, player. Yes, I'm just reading synonyms of the word Casanova off Google. While in the hospital when he was fatally wounded, as I've already mentioned, Hemingway fell in love with a nurse 7 years his senior, Agnes von Kurowski. I realize I can't pronounce it, don't comment on it, and they decided to be married. However, she got engaged to an Italian officer and broke his heart.
When you break my heart into 24.
And also pretty much his life because he was terrified of love after that. A lot of his stories are based on this, most notably a very short story which literally deals with a man falling in love with a nurse and then her leaving him for an Italian officer and then calling him childish. And there's The Snows of Kilimanjaro, which is about a failed writer. At his deathbed, he rethinks his entire life, why in the world he's married to this woman he does not love. Hadley. There's also Up in Michigan, which deals with unrequited love, then requited love, then disappointment, which pretty much summarizes Hemingway's entire love life. I will tie this in with the short and happy life of Francis Macomber. What I really want to talk about there is Hemingway's capability to make the perfect plot twist. I don't mean to brag, but with the amount of stories I've read, watched, and been told, I've learned to predict plot twists and the whole general plot. But this one I could not predict. I was surprised completely. It seems that this is all we have time for today. I hope that I've wowed and awed you enough that you consider buying this book and then reading it. Please buy this book. Please. Again, really? Why don't you just be glad and make a pun joke instead? Yo, Ashton Irwin, get out of my house! Wait! Before you leave. A little louder now. I ain't paying you after all. Thank you. Get out